Well, we are just leaving our last stop here in Bakersfield, California. We're heading in to get some rest, but we also need some fuel. So I am trying to find my way to this rest stop on the map. I might need to pull over and take a closer look. I think we go straight and then get to it. All right, so learning lessons real early on this episode. We made a wrong turn and now we're gonna be close to I guess we need to find another rest stop because we're gonna run out of fuel. We have 68 miles worth of range of fuel and we're in the middle of nowhere, so we're gonna pull over, and I don't know what else to do here. We're gonna learn though, aren't we? All right, so where we are, I have a couple things on navigation. I don't know how to clear like that. So if we do that fuel station, 28 miles, okay, and then that rest point. All right, I think we'll just get to that rest point and then that should solve the problem. All right, well, we are trying to solve our issues here. Let's talk about our loose plans for today. I think what we're going to want to do is figure out how to drive in the right lane, but we're going to want to start saving up money to expand our garage as we're in Fresno now, and get another truck and hire our first employee. I don't know if we'll get that all done today. I have no idea how much it's going to cost to expand the garage. We'll have to look into that next. I didn't see a yield or anything there, so I just went for it. But we're, an hour away from our mandatory break. It looks like we will possibly get there in time. Nice car in front of us. Look at that thing. But we'll get some sleep. We will get fuel, and then we'll make a plan for our first run of the day. Well, that was $1,000. Oh, that hurts a little bit. All right, there's just a place to sleep nearby. And I believe this is it here. Waking up at 4 p.m. Let's go ahead and find a job for the day. And we're in Fresno, so we might as well try to get something that is here. $3,000. We can go all the way to Washington. 9-hour drive. Back to Bakersfield. And then I wonder if Bakersfield has anything good. So if we want to get our way out of California, quickest route would probably be getting something from here to Vegas, from Bakersfield to Vegas, but I don't see anything. And it doesn't even let me... Oh, do we not have that unlocked yet? Maybe that's a problem. Blythe gets us closer to Arizona. This looks like a nice one. Reservoir tank, $21,000. Let's go grab it. I love the real businesses mod that we've added. Definitely helps the immersion. We've arrived. Try to get this job accepted. Look at that. That's not bad. So it looks like right after this drive, we'll need to take a nap as well. So a big distance one to start the day. But I'm seeing those dollar amounts and I'm going to go for it. I guess we could do smaller amounts or shorter distances and do a lot of them, but it just feels like you get more bang for your buck on these longer hauls. And we still have that skill point that we could use, which I guess I should have. I guess maxing out distance might not be the worst idea in the world before we get different types of cargo or the other upgrades that I need to learn. What is it with the trains delaying us? Love the graffiti, the realism. So $66,000. We'll get 21 on this. That'll put us around 82, 87. My math is great. And we'll have to look at those upgrades after this run, or how we even, increase the garage. So I don't know if we have to buy another garage, but we'll figure it out. This reservoir tank here. For 41,000 pounds. But let's get out of California so we can actually drive the speed limit. Thinking through this now, I don't know if I figured out which type of trailers and how much weight we should be pulling with our truck. It's struggling. She's struggling a little bit. We'll see how it goes on the highway here. 55 might be plenty with this cargo behind us. Yeah, we got up to 59. We're cruising now. Got the cruise control enabled. Just flying down this highway, getting out of California. All right, we're doing a little interchange here, going on to, oh, I already forgot the number of it. But we're headed to Mojave, is what I saw on the map. Middle of the desert, I assume. But the fuel economy seems to be an issue, and I wonder if it's the amount of weight we're pulling. But our distance is now 541. We still have 584 to go. When we first started this job, we had enough fuel to make it there, and now we don't. So that tells me we got a fuel economy issue. Though, seeming like we have more power than that guy. We are in Mojave. Little speed trap right there. We didn't get caught though. Cop was waiting for us once we got into town. Some windmills. Got an airport here as well. The plane's in the distance back there. Nice. Looks like we're taking a right up here. Gonna jump on the 58. Still in California. We've made it to a weigh station in Arizona. And got to get on the scales here. We are, 267 miles of fuel remaining, but we have 310 to go. And we just were about up to speed to see if we could get this thing to 75 miles an hour. We might be looking into some upgrades or potentially another truck for ours. But I like this thing. It's going to mean a lot to me. It's our first truck. But on we go. We're probably going to stop at the next rest stop that's not off the highway. Get some sleep. I want to drive during the day, guys. I'm missing so much scenery. Siegelman is where we're exiting here. We got the fill station. We got the rest station. I think this is where we're going to sleep for the night. There is no fill station here. Time for a rest. It is just a little bit after noon on Thursday, and we are heading back on the US 40, or I-40, excuse me. We have 190 miles to find some fuel. I think we'll be all right. We did mark on the GPS waypoint that we're going to go to. Get some fuel. But I think we are underpowered. I mean, I know diesels take a while to get up to speed, but this is probably something we don't want to pull this much weight moving forward. Until we get more of an upgrade, I think. Well, we're getting ready to get on the 89 and head north towards Page, and 89 miles of fuel left. I hope we find a spot. Yeah, definitely missing out by, whoa, doing most of our driving during the day, or at night. This is where we want to stop. This guy slowing down so much threw me off. There's a pilot station up here that we're gonna top off at. Well, not even top off. We're gonna completely fill up. And oh, it's a Flying J. So I don't want to miss that. This isn't it though, is it? Nope, nope. Where's our fuel station? It's the Chevron. There's our buddy we almost ran into. Trucks in the back, looks like. Okay, over here. I'll take it. We need it. A lot cheaper than California. That only cost us $810. And now to get back on the highway. Just 2 hours to go on this drive. Yeah, this bridge, things like this is what we're missing. Absolutely, by driving at night all the time. Got a nice canyon here. Sweet bridge for the trains. Alright, we're almost there. Oh, we got a wreck here. A little fender bender. They're being peaceful about it, at least. We're in Tuba City. Almost to our destination. Alright, we're here. I'm a little concerned that this town's not going to have... Well, they have a green teapot. They're not going to have anywhere to pick up any loads. So we're gonna figure it out, though. We'll get this dropped off, get our 21 grand. Take a look at some upgrades. That looks like us a little bit. Alright, I think we're just gonna cruise around this building here and drop this off. Like so. Damage. There it goes. Drop in the trailer, and we're done. A good amount of XP for that. It did not get us to level 6, though. Maybe... No, it did not. But we did get to $21,000. And let's go ahead and continue. So we do have 2 skill points. So your eco driving skill reduces your fuel consumption by how much? 10%. I think that's worth it. Let's go ahead and apply that. Visit trailer purchase unlocked. Cool, cool, cool. I do want to go back to skills, though. High value cargo. Let's go ahead and upgrade that once. All right, the freight market here does look like it has some things. 30,000 to Oregon? Oh my. That is quite the haul. We can go to Oklahoma, but I want one that we can do before sleeping here, but these looks like long hauls. I think we're gonna do this for, it looks like Target and Amazon. And it is a standard delivery. Oh, there we go. We can see it's 6 hours. That's about what we feel like we can handle. Yeah, I think we'll do that. All right, we have arrived at Target. No, I didn't look at the weight. Didn't look at the tonnage, guys. Rookie mistakes. Just hanging out the window. Back up here. Should be able to pull this off. There we go. Got a guy out there lifting it all up for us, hooking it all up. We have 8 hours, so we have to sleep. 7 hours, so we can get there. Let's see if we can pull this off. Should be plenty of areas to sleep in Vegas. To the Amazon building. Kind of, you know, glazed over it, but we're up to $85,000. I think after this delivery, it is only $4,000, but it's a shorter one. And I figure we'll get some good options from Vegas and figure out where we want to go next. I really wanted to experience Vegas. And the fuel economy, 676. It looks like, oh, I guess when we had no trailer on it, it said 800, so did have a little bit of an upgrade, but 352 is what our, you know, destination is, and the distance we have available to us right now is 675, so we're clear on that. You know, this is 20,000, so half the weight of the last one. Let's see how our truck here handles this. Does feel a little bit better. Still not completely getting up to speed, but we are climbing a lot. So there's a lot of mountains in Arizona and Nevada, so I think we'll see the dam, the Hoover Dam. That'll be exciting. That might be our next update, unless something else happens. We are in Page. We've been to 7 of the 12 cities, apparently, in the Copper State of Arizona. Oh, I was gonna say, we can't be lucky enough to hit this red, or green, can we? Of course we're gonna hit it red. Absolutely wanted to take a look. The Glen Canyon Dam Bridge, apparently, here. Looks pretty awesome. But getting back on the road, it's time. We had our little stop there to stare at the dam. What? Oh, what did he find us for? I'm gonna have to go look at the replay. Headlights? Oh boy. Lost $300 there. Welcome to Utah. Taking this route, huh? I guess we did go a little bit more north, and then we're gonna head it west to Vegas, back to Nevada, so that is the correct dam. I wasn't sure where we were. I've never been to that dam. What is this guy's deal? Got a slow cruiser up here. Slowing down our progress. What we got here? This place looks neat. Tacos, Mexican restaurant. And back to Arizona. That's fun. Just went to Utah for a little bit. And back to night driving. Seems like we're unable to get that schedule, but I think this, you know, entering Vegas at night seems worth it. Let's hope we're not disappointed. I don't think we will be. This game's been pretty sweet so far. Another little town here, slowing down for them. But a quick right up here. I'm a little confused. Colorado City Hurricane on our way here. Mojave County. All right, we're headed. We're, 3 hours, 3.5 to go. And back to Utah. What a fun route. Brake check area. Should we have pulled over and checked them? Because we're about to head down a hill. 40? Okay. This is pretty steep. I don't, we'll have to see. I'm going to have to watch these videos and see how good this nighttime stuff looks. Otherwise, I might do some color correction editing to make it a little brighter. I just don't know how good it's going to turn out. And I haven't watched the first one yet. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We are, and I don't know if I talked about it. We're going to diversify a little bit on this channel. Those of you who are our regular viewers, farming sim content, it's what we, pretty much exclusively do. And we've gone back and forth a lot. I was really hoping Farmers Dynasty 2 was going to be a game worth playing. And the fact that it's so early access, I haven't even looked at it again since those first 2 videos that we did, and I don't know if we'll be going back to it anytime. Just doesn't have the same feel as Farming Sim. The real open world, the real choose your own destiny type thing that I like about Farming Simulator. So we're going to go outside of farming games and maybe focus on some logistic stuff, because that seems to be what really gets me going and excited about playing games. Traffic light up here. Gotta be getting close to Nevada at this point. Can we get a green light? Can we? We're gonna risk it? We're not gonna risk it. Ooh, engine is revving. So I am, debating. We're at $84,000. And I kind of am thinking about getting enough to pay off that loan. What is going on here? And which lane are we supposed to be in? I think that helped us kind of paying off the loan and taking out the $400,000 loan. And really just escalating this business a little bit. No, we'll look at what the minimum payment is, or the monthly payment for that $400,000 loan before we make that decision. But I think we're kind of proving to ourselves that, we can handle that debt. And I'd also like to get, the expanded garage and a second truck. And selfishly, I want a newer, more powerful truck for myself, and hand this one over to an employee that we could recruit. How did we run out of time? We had plenty of time. We got to make up some time here somehow. My goodness. No, we're going. We're going all the way. We'll speed a little bit to make up some time. We got an hour and 55 to go. 2 hours before our mandatory break. We're in St. George. But yeah, so I really... I want something a little more powerful. I want to be able to cut these times down a little bit by, pushing the limits of these speed limits. And this is, I think, the fastest we've gone on this route. So maybe I was going a little too relaxed. But it's a lot of uphill. And we're pulling 20,000 pounds. 10 tons behind us, not including the trailer weights and the truck's weight. So it makes sense that it's been hard for us to get up to speed. 76 now. This is the fastest we've gone. And that's way too many RPMs. Yeah, so I think we're really pushing the limits on this truck, and I don't know if that's wise. 18% on the damage or maintenance required, I guess, is what we're looking at there. Port of entry. Oh, we're flying right now. Arizona state line. And we have to pull over for inspection. So I think we are going to have to sleep, because this is going to cause us to lose too much time. Alright, let's pull on over. And there just happens to be a spot here to sleep as well. So we will not be seeing Vegas at night. Vehicle is not perfect technical state. Be careful. Okay. How? Oh, parking. I see it. Alright, just cruise on in here. Find a good spot to pull over. And I'll see you guys Saturday morning. Alright, we're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And absolutely going the wrong way. I screwed that up. Hopefully no one tries to enter here. And no cops around, because we absolutely did that wrong. South on I-15 on our way to Las Vegas. And back to the Arizona state line. I'm so confused. Were we in Utah again? What is going on here? I need to look at the map afterwards. Veterans Memorial Highway. Possible crosswinds. Nevada state line 25 miles. Okay. Whoa, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Now, for as long as this one goes compared to that last one, the 4,000's not really feeling worth it, so Selfishly picked it because we're going to Vegas. Didn't really pick the best profit one for the business. And I think that, you know, we're not paying for it. We're just not going to make as much profit as quick as we could. Oh, the 15 goes east and west. Okay, I know what's happening. I don't think we will be going by the Hoover Dam on this route. What? 1,000? Oh, our payment. Okay, I think that's what that was. I thought we got fined. I'm like, I'm not even speeding. And this car's passing us on this side. My bad, my bad. Oh boy. Oh. I almost missed that. And luckily that was green. Oh, not the best performance right there. Some tall buildings to our right there. Oh, he caught us. Where was he? Another $240 fine. There we go. A little view of the strip. Or not the strip, but Vegas itself. Welcome, free rooms? Free rooms. Gotta love that. So we're gonna be about $4,000 short from paying off that loan after this delivery. Which is unfortunate. Monorail going over there, or the whatever they call it in Vegas. I think it is a monorail. Oh, look at that behind us. That's sweet. Stratosphere? Reno and Colville. Culva. Ray's Hamburgers. I don't think that's... Is that a real place? Look at the limo. That's hilarious. Mandalay Bay back there. Very cool. Got a question mark to our left, which we might need to unlock. I don't know if we're close enough to it. See, we can't really tell what we got over there. Oh, a staffing agency. Okay. Be nice to get more of those unlocked. Tropicana Avenue, we're going. Okay, so why? Who is around to see that? That's silly. That's silly. Oh, that's a nice view of it right here. That's sweet. Alright, cruising into Amazon. Looks like a Best Buy to me. Alright. It does not have a high XP delivery spot, so we will just go to the easy one here. Get 25 extra experience. There we go. Drop in the trailer. See our results here. We do have a skill point. I'm going to do the high cargo again. The extra money. Though I'm a little uncertain on what all that means. Illinois, we do have that DLC. Alright, so let's look at services. If we go to the bank, we can take this out right now. We're going to do that. And we're going to repay this one. And then we're going to head on over to our garage. Click on the garage. And upgrading it will cost $180,000. Boy, what just happened? Oh, it gives us a nice cutscene. So we have a 3-bay garage now. All right, I get it. And we have $212,000 left. I do want to hit up that talent agency before we make a decision here. What can we get horsepower-wise? Like, is there filters on this? All right, $31,000 here. Gets 350 horsepower. Engine torque is 1,200 pounds per foot, it looks like. And this is a Volvo. Western Star here. I mean, the condition's 3. It's a lot of miles. It's a lot of miles. But there is this one for 61. This one for 66. This Western Star. And it's got 176,000 miles. I think we're going to go with that. Throw it in our garage. And then what we will do is get back out to the truck and drive over to that talent agency so we can have a couple more options. I have a feeling we're going to have to start with these really low-rated drivers either way. You know, before we do that, let's see what they have freight-wise. Well, we can do one of these prime trucks. Those are big distances. This one takes us to California. This one to New Mexico. I think we're going to look for some other options in Vegas I'm picking up. I don't want to commit to that big drive yet back to California. The money would be nice, though. They're not driving. No one's going. Who's got the green light? Oh, boy. Once they pulled up... Okay, they're going. Troopers. They're everywhere. There's another one right here. How do we have to pull in there? Nope, we've discovered it now. But we are going to pull into Dollar Tree here. Or Dollar General. See what they have job-wise. To Bakersfield. 6.5 hours. Alright, let's go ahead, go back into our company. Driver manager. And try to hire someone. Okay, so boy, 0.8. So you have ask wage $361 per delivery plus $16. Yeah, I don't know. But fuel economy, I believe, is better here. We're gonna go with Bartos, and put you here with that truck. Your driver will arrive shortly and will start working automatically after settling in, providing that they will have a truck to drive. They do. So we could go in here now and go to another used trucks, and with the money we have, $144,000, we're gonna go with this Volvo VNL, and we could, you know, customize it later on. But we're gonna move it into our Phoenix garage, and we're gonna go ahead and go back to the recruitment agency. We'll hire here. Is it the same guys everywhere? It looks like it. It looks like it. So we'll go with the other 1.7 Jan K, and we'll see how this goes. Now we need to find one more job for ourselves now. From Vegas. Want to kind of head back home. I wish we could can we just do Phoenix? That doesn't work. So maybe, is there nothing that goes from Vegas to Phoenix? That's insane. Vegas to Kingman. Perfect. $4,000 for an hour and a half. Or for a 3.5 hour drive. Yeah, that's that GPS there. That's how they got me. They have cameras up here. Got a street sweeper. Almost ran into him. Alright, this is where we're turning. A little more industrial area here. Oh, apparently we went right past it. Alright, we do want to go to Kingman. Same place. We'll take the more pricey one. Now, I don't know if money's just going to come in if we get reports about how those guys are doing. All stuff that we get to learn as we go. I could read up on them, sure. Alright, we have 293 miles to go in gas and 192 for this drive. We better get there in time. We better have plenty. Another good shot of the city here as we're starting to exit it. Now our next goals, now that we have 3 drivers, my next goal is going to be able to get a new or an upgraded, a newer. Oh, that looks awesome. A newer truck for myself. And then we'll slowly work on upgrading everyone else's trucks as well. And I think we'll get in a better state. We'll see how they're making money-wise before we really make that decision, and maintenance on all those things. So I think that's something that might burn us if we don't pay attention to. We're at 19% on this. I think we'll want to, make sure we're paying attention to that. and learn a little bit about that. And maybe we could just do upgrades to these existing trucks and not necessarily get a new one, because boy, we're cruising right now with this one. And we went by the state trooper, and he didn't get us a ticket going 5 over, so I think we're figuring things out. 2 hours and 58 minutes left on this one. Fuel mileage still looking good. Got a 100-mile cushion still. And we can start getting over now. Alright, I think I'll see you guys when we're closer to Kingman. Well, you're gonna have to forgive me if I was saying something when my hard drive space ran out. Always check your hard drive space before recording, guys. We're working our way back to Kingman, to the Goodyear plant, it looks like. And just past the Hoover Dam. So we'll take a look at that view spot later on, unless it's what we're coming up on here. But getting back up to speed, we were cruising along real nice, and I want to thank everybody for the first video. We got a lot of awesome comments, a lot of good encouragement for this series. Makes me super excited to keep working on it here for you guys. And we got a little bit of a construction site here, but it looks like there is a view spot. It must be on the other side of the road. Oh, we got to get over 35. Oh, Chris. Yeah, there must be a way to get to that. I think that was the pass that we just... There was a... Boy, words are hard. There was an exit that we just passed that would have taken us down to the dam. Back behind us, I believe. And this is the huge bridge. I remember when they put this in, gosh, it's probably been 20-some years at this point, but what a difference this made for the trip to Vegas when they put this bridge in. Alright, we got 2 hours to go in this drive. I kind of want to get back to Phoenix to get to the garage and see all of our trucks together. Trying to see where these people in front of us are going. I can't really tell on their GPS. Uh-oh, you got in trouble. It's really easy to get familiar with some of these areas that you go to a lot. It's got the Taco Bell here. We got our pivot sign. Don't pivot. An Ashley Furniture sign. As we're back in Kingman for the 3rd time, I believe. It is a Flying J trailer. That'd be cool to deliver. We're almost to the Goodyear plant here. It's just to our left. And we have arrived. Another delivery done. Alright, we are working our way to level 7. Alright. Oh, we got some current jobs going. It's cool. Finishes in 2 hours. And then Jan's going to finish in 2 hours as well. It doesn't show me what we're going to make off of it. So we'll see at the end. Very cool. And I believe there's a way to help them upgrade things too. So we'll work on that later. But we're going to look for a job that's going to take us to Phoenix to end today's episode. I know we said that a minute ago, but I want to get home. All right, it is just up the road here. The job we're going to go grab. Then we need to get some fuel. And I believe we'll have time before we have to sleep to get back to Phoenix. Yeah, 4 hours should be good. Hey, there's a floating trash can. What's going on there? All right, get her all hooked up for us, please. All right, we should be good to hit the road now. Let's go ahead and open our map, find fuel real quick. Yeah, we got 8 hours till we have to sleep, 4 hours, 12 minutes till we get home. A little bit of time to get fuel. Should be good. We're delivering buttermilk. I didn't even look at that. We have 36,000 pounds of buttermilk. We'll get $6,000. Should put us just about at $70,000 cash. Nice station wagon there. Oh, we're stopping at Love's. Awesome. Didn't see the sign for the prices. The Tonight Show. This bay looks perfect for us here. Spend another $1,000 about. But we need it. $784, not terrible. 808, sorry, 808. Oh, we're gonna get a ticket. We're gonna get a ticket. I wasn't gonna talk. I went the wrong way. Are we gonna get away with that? I think we are. Okay. We need to get over station wagon, so I'm gonna let you go. Don't mind the terrible driving, guys. We're tired at this point. Alright, full tank of fuel. And we've got 206 miles to go. Should be a pretty familiar drive. We're going to take the 40 to Flagstaff. And then Flagstaff back down to Phoenix. You know, I don't even know exactly where our garage is in Phoenix, so it'll be interesting to drive to it after we do this delivery. We're going to the Expo Logistics. Not quite sunset yet. It's getting close. And we've made it to Wickenburg, the fancy roundabout in Wickenburg. Yeah, this dump truck here made me a little upset earlier. We're getting close to a climb, and he slowed down so much that I lost my momentum leading into it. So, yeah, this is the route we've taken before. This is going to take us to the 303, I believe. And we're clear to get in the roundabout and whip around and head towards Phoenix. We gotta go the other direction on the 303, so we'll get to see the transition, the highway transition that I was talking about. I thought we were on, I didn't think. I haven't been to the north part of the 303 where we were last episode. There is a light there. I got a nice comment saying they checked Google Maps and validated there is a light. I don't know why they made that decision. It seems like it would have made sense to not put a light there and do an actual, you know, interchange. But this 100% looks like the newest loop in Arizona. It definitely looks like this. This is pretty sweet. Delivering some buttermilk. I don't think this is accurate, guys. This was accurate at one point. I'm going to look at the maps afterwards. I'm on 99.9% sure the 303 has an interchange right here. Out in Buckeye. It was this way at one point for sure, though. I do remember that. Quickly into the city of Phoenix. We bypass Avondale, Glendale, well, Avondale, and that's about it. Yeah, Buckeye and Avondale, we bypass there. In Goodyear, and we're all the way back into Phoenix. Glendale would be, you know, that direction. We would have passed State Farm Stadium. Or University of Phoenix Stadium. What is that called? The Cardinal Stadium, whatever it's called these days. 35th Avenue here. Yeah, quickly get into the tunnel. Coming up next. The I-17 transition should be right after 35th Avenue. I miss home sometimes, guys. This brings me back. Alright, we have arrived. And I'm going to do no XP here because I want to get back. It's been a long episode. Alright, so we did 5 hours, 7 minutes, and we got to level 6. So let's go ahead and continue. I want to hit the map. We're going to leave that skill point for next episode. And then we want to zoom out and find our garage, which I don't know how to. I guess we're just going to travel there. Oh, the other trucks aren't here. What do we do? Enter garage? Alright, what's going on with our worker here? They are 3 hours. Oh, look at that. It shows where they are. This is sweet. So they're going to California. And this guy is headed to Winslow. Skill training, balance. I think what we'll do... Yeah, we'll get some comments and look at that next episode. But I wanted to see the financial side of this. Mix right here. Fuel for drivers. Okay. Daily profit. So does it not break down per job for us anywhere? I thought I saw a screen for that earlier that kind of showed all 3 of our drivers. Show log, okay. So first one was a 2,500 profit for, we're gonna call him Bart. And then Jan paid about 2,300. Love it. So we're sitting at 73,000. And I think next episode we're gonna look at doing some upgrades on the truck. Absolutely gonna be looking at doing some upgrades. New upgrades available. Yeah, I think we'll definitely be looking into an engine upgrade, if not a brand new truck. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next one.